Welcome back a little bit.
Hey.
Okay, this is our part 2 of our second session of our counseling. And last week we talked about why you came in the first place. You communicated that you were sent by the courts.
Yeah.
And this is mandated treatment.
Yeah.
And that you are still using substances.
Yep.
And you are working to fulfill requirements of Child Protective Services.
I am.
To obtain custody
of my child.
Of your child. Okay. And last week we just kind of discussed the presenting issue.
Okay.
So this week we kind of want to delve into how your anger, your substance use has all contributed to the loss of custody of your child.
Okay.
So let's first start off by talking about the first time you started using substances.
I was little. And I was sad. My brother offered it to me with his friends. So wait, which drug are we talking about?
The crack.
The crack. Okay, yeah. So my brother gave it to me in front of his friends, and I smoked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after that initial introduction to the crack, you started using it how much?
After school.
And how often would that be? Just an estimate. 3 or 4 times a week, 3 or 4 times a month.
Well, during the weekends, and maybe twice during the week.
Okay. And so that you were how old when you started using?
Like 9.
And you stopped for a while. So you stopped at what age?
Like 11, 14.
And restarted up just recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of drugs in there, so this was the crack. But in between the crack, I used a bunch of other drugs. So.
Do you still use those drugs today?
I do.
Okay, so what drugs on outside of the crack are you using as well?
DMT, and I can't get the crack and the coke. And my brother, he showed me how to shoot up without getting bruises with the coke. So they look pretty good. So coke, DMT, crack, and a little bit of ecstasy on the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the drugs that you named requires that your body build up a tolerance to those drugs.
Okay.
So after so long, you're going to need more and more of that drug to get the same high. And after so long, you won't even get the high. You'll just need to take the drugs just to function. So being that it's good that you're in a treatment at this time because you are just starting back into using the crack.
Yes.
And it sounds like you're using the other drugs recreationally.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. So it's just kind of like for fun when I got spare time and stuff.
So this is a good time to stop, so that your body does not develop a tolerance, and that you just have to take these drugs just as pain management. So I want to set a treatment goal right now for you to refrain from using all substances, including alcohol.
I can do that while I'm here.
And
but when I go home.
When you go home.
But I won't come here anymore like this. Is that what you want?
Well, no, that's not what I want. But I also want you to see the consequence of you not coming to treatment. I have to report to the courts that
no. Oh, I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But one part of the treatment is setting treatment objectives and treatment goals, and one of them will be to refrain from all substance use.
Okay.
And to help do so, another treatment goal will be to take part in NA groups weekly. And what that will do is provide you a support system and a accountability partner to keep you on the right track. So when you have those strong urges, and there will be strong urges to use, you will have someone to call.
Well, I don't know how, but 4 o'clock is really my best time. Is there something at 4 o'clock?
I would definitely do some advocating for you
Okay.
and do some research on resources in the community and near you. And there are all sorts of NA groups that meet at all different times that make it very convenient for clients. So we can definitely find you find somewhere that fits into your schedule.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
So today we want to focus on just your coming up with some coping responses and coping strategies to avoid using and avoiding people and places that trigger you to use. Okay. So let's talk about that. So what are some triggers that you see in your life, or that you can identify that makes you want to use?
Well, I mean, my job. I do a lot for my job. So we kind of use before work, and then we're at work, and then we use again. And it's so work is probably the biggest thing. And
where do you work?
Off of 59. There's like a little motel I work out of.
When you say work out of the motel, what do you mean?
I have you know how you have a professional job and you have clients, and I have a professional job and I have clients at the motel.
Okay.
So there's some of us that work there, and we're all friends, and so we all do this together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that occupation definitely could be a high risk situation for you.
Yeah.
You do see that.
Well, I do because people give me drugs as currency. So what am I supposed to do? They don't give me cash, so I can't. They give me drugs, and it's not like I can trade really the drugs for cash, because then I'm selling drugs. I'm not trying to mess with that, so I gotta use the drugs.
Okay, so if the treatment goal is to refrain from using drugs, then you said, what am I supposed to do? What do you think you should do if you are...
Call the police.
Call the police.
Doc, don't laugh at me. I'm supposed to call the police whenever there's crime. And that's why they have Crime Stoppers. I'm supposed to call the police.
Okay. A little bit.
Yeah.
You are a character.
What?
And I appreciate your smugness.
Yeah.
And your candor. Okay. I appreciate it.
Good. But actually a little bit. That's actually they started calling me a little bit because I put a little bit of fun in the job. So that's how I got my name. Was a little bit.
I don't think this is an appropriate job for you a little bit, though.
Well.
It sounds more like prostitution.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But I do so good, and I have a good client base, and everybody. I mean, I'm it. That motel, that is my domain.
Why do you say that? What makes you think that you do a good job at prostituting?
Because I make a lot of money. And the same people always come back.
Okay, so what skills, and spare me the details,
Okay.
but what skills do you think that you employ that makes you so good at your profession?
Well, skill, you want me to give it like not describe it, just name it?
No, I'm not looking for positions or anything like that. What I'm looking for is, are you caring to these people?
I am.
Or do you?
I do. I spend a lot of time. Well, I mean, it depends. If they have a little bit of money, then I gotta go roll quick. But if they have a lot of money, then we make a big thing about it, big to do about it, and I talk to them.
Okay, those same skills that you're describing in your life as a prostitute can actually serve you very well as a waitress, and it could give you money and keep you away from the drugs, which is a high risk situation. And
well, I tried waitressing, and that's how I got into this.
okay, so you do see that there is a connection between the skills needed to be a prostitute and the skills needed to be a waitress, and
Yeah.
you could very well be a waitress. You were doing that before.
Yeah.
So if it is worth giving up this kind of lifestyle to get your child back, which is why you're here, then you have to make those serious decisions and choices.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the big deal is, because when I was at the motel, I had someone else, take care of my kids. So I mean, I wasn't a bad mom. I tried to, I'd go pick them up, and sometimes they're bad situations, but I kept him from all this.
Okay. Did your son know what you were doing?
No.
Are there signs to what you were doing?
Well, I don't think he's really old enough yet to be embarrassed about the way that I dress or the way I talk to people.
How old is he?
5.
So is he aware of like who he likes on TV?
Yeah.
Does he have role models?
Yes.
People he idolizes?
No. He laughs a lot.
He laughs a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So he is impressionable. He is like soaking up things.
Yeah. He's my little baby bit.
He's your little baby bit. Okay. So little baby bit is getting sources and feedback from the world around him and the world that you're introducing him to.
What?
He's getting images and
he's never been to the motel. He's never been.
And where does he stay while you're?
He stays with my mom.
And where's mom?
Beaumont.
And you're in Houston?
Yeah, and he's 50. Yeah.
Okay. But the drugs that you are receiving in payment of your services, you're then using, which cause you problems, which cause you to go in rage. And burn people.
Right.
Which cause you then to lose custody of your child. So I think that if we look at you refraining from your drug use, that's a good start to the other problems and the other issues in your life.
Okay.
So can we agree that prostituting is not a good profession for you?
It's not.
Okay. So how do you feel about giving up that profession?
I'm gonna go be a waitress.
You're gonna go be a waitress.
I'm gonna go be a waitress.
Okay.
Just like you said, be a waitress.
You're gonna be a waitress.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that kind of gets you away from the drug use, right?
Well, it depends what waitress. So because I used to, one of the places I waitress was a Waffle House. And the Waffle House was 24 hours, so we stay awake. We do drugs and stuff.
Uppers.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to go back to the Waffle House.
No.
So maybe somewhere that does close at night.
Like an Olive Garden.
Like an Olive Garden.
An Olive Garden. Yeah.
Okay. What? Okay, so Olive Garden. Let's think of maybe brainstorm like 3 different restaurants you would like to work at.
Olive Garden, that's classy.
That is very classic.
I think Babin's.
Babin's.
And what about
Mambo. So let's for your homework next week. Why don't you or your homework will be to go to those 3 restaurants, obtain some applications, and turn them back in.
Okay.
How you feel about that homework assignment?
I don't have a car, so I take the bus, and it doesn't go to Mambo.
Okay. So what restaurant is in the bus route that you take?
McDonald's.
That's a good start.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay. So McDonald's, Babin's, and Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah.
Can you obtain applications from them
Yeah.
using the bus route that you use?
Yeah.
And why don't you bring them to your next session
Okay.
for us to kind of discuss?
Okay.
And we can turn those in after the next session.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I take pictures of them so I can turn them in?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I have random
Yes.
pictures.
Bring me pictures. Okay. Okay. So we've discussed you finding new employment.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's discuss your plans on refraining from using and what coping techniques you can utilize.
Yeah, run away. So if someone asks for drugs, I just run away.
Avoid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
escape out of that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also, some good cognitive behavioral therapy interventions would be either definitely going to be urges to use.
Right.
So some thought stopping and thought shifting would definitely be some good tools. So what type of thoughts come to your mind when you want to use?
I'm about to go make some money.
That would be a thought that would cause you to use?
No, before I use, that would be, it's kind of like this whole thing I do, and it's like, I'm about to make some money. And then I also think about that I'm about to have some fun, and just kind of, it's, there's, you never know what's going to happen. So that's kind of, I like that.
Okay. So when you feel those thoughts coming on, and you did a really good job of identifying thoughts that lead you into that mode of thinking about drugs, you have to stop that thought. You have to yell stop in your mind. Stop.
Okay.
And you have to shift your thoughts. So what could you shift your thoughts to that will bring you out of that mode of wanting to use? Why are you here?
Well, I court ordered, and I lost my kid, and I got angry, and yeah.
So if you shift to thoughts of your child being reunited with him,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
a good memory of you 2 guys being together.
We had a bubbler. It was little, like years. We had a bubbler, and then I used to put the bubbler in and we'd go play outside with the bubbler.
Okay. Okay, let's try something. Why don't you close your eyes?
Okay. I'm not really comfortable with that.
Okay. How about envision it with your eyes open.
Okay.
Tell me about that last time with you, your son, and the bubbler.
We were, we were at a motel, but we were at the motel and we were in the little walkway before you get to the motel door. I had an extension cord and I had it plugged in and the extension cord out, and it was actually 4th of July, and I had the bubbler going, and my friend had brought me a microwave, so I was able to have a microwave, and so we microwaved hot dogs on the 4th of July and played with the bubbler. So.
Do you smell those hot dogs right now?
I don't. I can't really smell anymore.
Okay.
But that was fun. That was a good day.
So when you have those feelings, that's your happy place. So when you have those feelings, those urges to use, You go to your happy place. You think about that day at the motel. You think about plugging in that microwave and grilling your hot dogs and hearing your son laughing, playing with the bubbler. You feeling like a good mom. Providing a happy time and a happy day for your son. That's your happy place. How you feel about that? You think that
could work? I'm happy. Yeah.
Good. So we have two plans. We can run away from people offering you or asking you for drugs. That's your escape strategy. You get escape as fast as you can out of that situation.
Yeah.
We also discussed doing some thought stopping and thought shifting.
Yeah.
Now I want to introduce one more tool you could use.
Okay. The tool belt. Or toolbox.
Like a toolbox.
Okay. Okay.
You have to be prepared.
I'm ready.
So the last tool would be envisioning an adverse scene. What if you stood there
What's that?
Well, it would be like the worst thing that could happen. If you stood there and you took those drugs and you went home and you used the drugs, what would be the worst thing that could happen?
Well,
and I mean the worst.
That someone cutting my kid up and smearing them on the mirror, right? And then I gotta watch as they bring in my mom from Beaumont and cut her up in front of me. They said they were gonna do that. They told me they were gonna do that.
Well,
that's why I ran. One of the times I ran.
Well, that's I don't think it gets any worse than that. Losing the people that you really love and care about in this world. So when you want to take those drugs, and this is the tool that you use when it's a critical phase, when the drugs are right there and you can just reach out and grab them. You think about losing everything you worked for, the person that means so much to you, your son, smear. That is an adverse scene. Now, if that doesn't turn your stomach and make you not want to turn away from that drug, then I don't know what will. Right?
Yeah.
You did some really good work today. How do you feel?
I want you to be proud of me.
Well, I'm proud that you even came into the session. But what we're working for is that you can find that validation from within. So are you proud of you?
I am.
Good. People who feel good about themselves make good decisions. So you should feel good about what you did today.
Okay. Are we done?
We are done. Do you have anything that you would like to discuss?
No.
Okay, so the goals that we have set, what are the goals that we set in this session today?
I have to bring pictures of the applications. I have to stop using drugs. You're going to find me an NA.
I'm going to assist you in finding an NA.
Okay, so I don't have to do that this week. And then go find my happy place.
Well, you already did. You found your happy place.
Go to my happy place. Go to my happy place.
When you are feeling
druggy?
When you're feeling druggy or when you feel the urge to use drugs. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. So that's it for today, and we'll pick it up next week.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
I will.
Thank you.